Hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Welcome back. First of all, before I say anything, there is so much to be discussed. There's so much to cover because Justin has actually changed his niche. He's now a reactor. Okay, he reacts on his ex-wife's content and her sister, or let me say, the ex-wife and the family. So y'all remember that Korra Obidi spoke about how the little one's passport, their second child's passport, and how she couldn't travel, how he's doing all of that on purpose. Justin has addressed that. He's done multiple videos, live stream, whatnot. I don't even know how we are going to cover all of this, but we are sure going to cover as much as we can today, okay? Because I wasn't able to come up live. So anyway, if you are just joining us and you are really interested in this story, please subscribe, turn on your notification, and there is a playlist on my channel. Just click on playlist. You will find the playlist Korra Obidi versus Mr. Korra Obidi saga. You will find that, and in there you will see videos, okay, which are short videos, and you will see live stream if you want to really listen and hear them talking. When I mean them, I mean Justin and Korra Obidi talking. All of those we are going to get to. But before we start anything, okay, we will not waste time. We'll go straight to Justin's Facebook. But let me make sure that our sound is in perfect. Y'all can hear, and then we will get right into, because Justin is giving us back to back. Mr. Korra Obidi, I keep saying his name. I don't know how am I going to get used to calling him Mr. Korra Obidi. Okay, so he has given us content like back to back, back to back, back to back. I'm trying to see our sound, see what's going on. So just give me a bit. I want to make sure the sound is good, and we're pulling this up. Come on, man. Okay, so let's check our sound now. Let's see. Good, and we're pulling this up. Okay, so sound is great. Sound is great. So up next is for me to share to my community, and then we are in for the main. I started. You're welcome. And I see we're 9 persons here. Welcome to everyone here. If you want me to welcome you with your name, you have to say hi, say hello, say something so I know that you're here so I can welcome you. Welcome to each and every one of you. Okay. David, to pick with you. Have you? Did I? Let me. Joanne, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming. I say it. Say that again. Say I have. I've been willing to. I don't know. I don't know if I'm misunderstanding. Okay, so like I said, we are going to go straight. Welcome, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. We are going to be talking about Mr. Korra Obidi addressing some of the things that his ex-wife said. Okay, because now he's now a reactor. He's no longer just someone that rants. Now he picks up her videos and he tries to dissect and analyze them. Okay. Then you have, okay. I say that you have introduced me to this Korra issue now, and I'm addicted. Seriously, it is very difficult to not pay attention when you see what is actually going on. Give me a second. Somebody is actually, give me a second. I'm down at the business and someone is entering the yard. I just want to confirm who that is. Give me a second, please. Sorry, guys, I'm back. But these Europeans can be very silly. You can't believe what just happened. God don't save this one side. They life. Just really walked into a yard and peed on our flowers. Ah, After then go say then get sense. So you people they not get any sense. Okay, let's get back into the gist. Sorry for that. I'm out. I'm actually out in the office now, so I can actually see the road and tourists are everywhere. So of course I have to see who's coming into because it's almost 12 midnight over here. All right, so we're going to go over to Facebook right now and pull up just every time I turn on my stuff, it's Justin Dean. I'm seeing he is so active, back to back, back to back, back to back. Okay. Okay, so I don't even know where we are going to start from right now. Let us see, let us see, let us see. Okay, so this is 29 minutes ago. Let's keep going down. 4 hours ago, it's a video. 20 hours ago, a post. 20 hours ago, he clipped a video of this ridiculous British guy. Very ridiculous. What's his name? PS what? PS what's PS something? The news guy. Is it PS Morgan? What is his name again? Yeah. So he posted that. And then one day ago, he had the video. I said, "Look like we have more lies and manipulation tactics to expose." Give me a second. Okay, well, another one here is one day ago. He said, "Nobody wins when parents fight." I want to really get the one that I want. But jeez, guys, let me just scroll down a bit and see. Listen, okay, so I think the last one we analyzed was the GoFundMe, right? Yes. Right now, keeping up is so difficult. Now I'm trying to look at the shirts that Justin is wearing. That's how I get to know what we've seen and what we've not seen. So I think he was wearing a green shirt the last video that we analyzed, which was the one that he discussed the GoFundMe. Yeah, that he said, let's discuss the GoFundMe scam. Nigerians, this sister are making you people look making you people look bad. Nigerian scammer alert. That is the last one we discussed. Okay, so let's go over to this one. I say okay, said all negative energy sent to me in Jesus' name, back to sender in Jesus' name. Okay, yes. Okay. Then he posted something that said, stand up for what's right, even if it's not popular. He posted another write-up saying, I'm mentally sick, I'm jealous, I'm a woman, I'm blah, blah, blah. Then he posted something that said, manipulation is when they blame you for your reaction to their disrespect. Okay. And then this video said, nobody wins when parents are fighting. You are welcome, Oyoyo as well. Thank you very much for joining us. You're welcome, ma'am. Okay, so let's get into this. I want to pull up this first one. Let's see.
Is people have a misconception about me, or they don't have any misconception at all. They just like to come and spew lies on the internet. People think that I don't hate anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone. You guys need to understand that after two years of getting your life absolutely destroyed.
Did you all notice something? That this man is so busy on the internet that wherever he sees his photo or name as a thumbnail or a title, this man shows up. From what he says, you know that he's catching up with what people are saying. It's not just something that comes to his mind. Okay, he knows that a lot of people are talking about how dangerous he can be. You see what he's saying. Okay, so let's listen.
You didn't commit. Like, eventually everyone breaks and starts telling the truth, and everyone breaks and starts defending themselves. And unfortunately, I have to do this on a public platform because the harassment is on a public platform. I mean, if it was simply just on
You're welcome, Ron M.
stuff, that's no problem. But people are actually taking action steps to hurt my children, hurt my.
You can see how dramatic he is, that he will keep saying people are taking steps, people are doing this, people are doing that, but he will not talk about the one he is doing. How many groups that people have revealed that he is in charge of. He asks people to create, and in there they've been plotting on how to destroy his ex. He will not address that one. He only talks about these fictitious people that he only envisions in his mind, like it's something that's only running in his mind that he thinks are out there to get him. But he's not addressing the plot that he is plotting.
Relationship with my children and hurt my business. So nobody's winning in this. This is not a matter of winning and losing. I do not want to fight. I do not want.
Exactly, Ron. Yeah. You're welcome, Treasure. Welcome, Treasure Gist. Thank you very much for joining.
Right to defend their livelihood, to defend their mental health, their peace, their spiritual and emotional wellness. And mine has been disrupted for the last 2 years. And it's got to the point where my mental health was getting so bad because I was being harassed and bullied for things that I just never did. Yeah.
I say it, do it, do it, do it, because I feel like at this point people need to know the truth. And if you are a person that you see what other people are probably not seeing, do it. Create the page and just say what you see, because so many people are being misled and we don't even know who's going to be the next victim. Seriously. Who is the next person that is going to be in a relationship with this man or settle down with this man, and then everything will be all nice, all bed of roses, or they will not start having kids, whatnot, and then this type of issue will not happen, and you will not find another second Korra or third Korra. Do you understand? So it is very important that we say what we see. Seriously. I know that some people don't want to show their face, and even if that's the type of content you want to create, it is possible for you to create a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, and you never show your face, but you're still able to deliver your message and people will still connect. And most times people explain, if they don't want to show their face, they explain why they don't want to show their face, or sometimes it take them time before they will now be able to show their face. But trust me, people that will listen will listen. Remember when when podcast started, they were nothing, like they were not filming themselves when they were doing their podcast. Well, you would just listen to if it's interesting, you just listen to it while you're doing other things around the home. So of course, you can do it. Please, you can do it, because this is no longer funny. The level at which this man is going, it is not funny. Seriously, it is not.
Took the high road and was just like, this is the mother of my children. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let her make money off of destroying me.
Can you imagine?
Because ultimately, it's what's best for the kids.
The fact that this man can lie so comfortably, and he says it with so much confidence, like nobody's going to spot the lies. It really surprises me, because sometimes when people are lying, you can kind of see how uncomfortable they are. But this man lies with ease, like he lies with every boldness. Do you understand? And I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Joanne said, I think he's mentally unstable. What he wants to bet. This man is here talking about how she's doing all of this damage to his name and his everything. But that's what is best for the kids, and let her make money, let her this. But at the same time, you pull down her videos. How is she supposed to be making money? By magic? If you're out there pulling down her videos. I don't understand. This man contradicts himself back to back, back to back. I don't know why people cannot even read between some people cannot read between the lines.
And I started to notice that I wasn't being as ambitious. I lost interest in things that I loved, like learning and traveling and that type of thing. Because
Learning.
It was always like,
no
matter what I do, they're going to come after me and try to destroy my happiness. So you have to do a real big internal reflection and be like, how do I make this stop? And the only way to make it stop is to start telling the truth. continually tell the truth and basically defend your reputation and character. Because I am a medical professional. Having all this stuff out there is extremely bad for business. So, like, at what point do you just, like, if somebody's beating you up on the street,
Wow.
do you just lay down and let them beat you up, or do you fight back? And that's ultimately the place that I've come to, because
Seriously, when people say this is disturbing, some people feel like people are just exaggerating, that there is nothing disturbing about this whole thing. It's just somebody maybe talking about how they feel. But seriously, to think that there is no single evidence on the internet that it's his ex that is doing all of these things that he's saying, and he keeps saying them. You brought out the issue online. You continue to drag this woman. What she did was write a book. But look at how this man is tabling this matter. And if for someone that started following this story in 2024, you immediately, after listening to Justin, you will just think that that ex-wife is such a horrible person that if you watch 5, 6 of this man's content, you just feel like strangling that lady. Trust me. If you watch 5 or 6 and you've not been following the story from the beginning, you didn't bother watching other people that have been following the story and explaining and posting evidence and stuff, you would just feel like this is the worst woman that has ever walked this earth. That's what this man is doing. But yet he's telling you that it is her that is doing it to him. But when you check all her videos, all her content, she's just there defending herself. It is
knew that I
horrible.
would be hated for speaking the truth. I
Can
knew
you imagine?
that I would get extreme harassment, but at least I could do it with my mental health intact. Men, those of you listening, do not let people control your existence, because the general consensus these days is that men should not speak. If somebody is mistreating you,
At all, treasure, just in
and if
the
they try
tire.
to slander you, if it's a big enough deal and it's affecting your livelihood, your mental health, and your relationship with your kids, speak out.
I hope no man listens to this, because this is a terrible, terrible, terrible advice to give. You are the problem, and you're out here calling on other men to join you in this type of bad behavior. This is really terrible. This is really, really terrible. It's almost like telling people you can go ahead and just bully people for no reason. And you're out there encouraging people, do it, go ahead. It's okay. It's a good thing to do. Go ahead, do it. There's nothing wrong. You see me, I'm doing it. Go, you join me, do it. How?
This has gone too far. So I just want to make it crystal clear that I'm not fighting for anything other than my reputation and my ability to provide and support for my children, which is exactly what is trying to be taken from me by the mother of my children. And if everyone's mad at me for defending myself and calling me not a man, I need to go to a mental hospital, I'm losing it, all this is gaslighting.
Oh, really?
All of this is gaslighting. So, meaning that you're trying to make me seem crazy for walking in truth, and that's just not cool. It's psychological abuse. It is abuse. I experienced it in the marriage, and now I'm experiencing it on social
Ron
media.
M, I agree with you. I don't believe that too.
So I'm not out here trying to destroy anyone. I'm telling the truth because my mental health has been trashed over the last 2 years. My ability to make money has been trashed over the last 2 years. And at the end of the day, nobody wins. I mean, like, whatever business deal that I have, her fans are going to come destroy it. Anything that she's got going on, my fans are going to come destroy hers. There is no winning in this.
This is the only thing that he has said that is actually close to the truth, but it's not really the truth. This that he's saying his fans, In his own case, it is not his fans, it is actually him instructing people and his cohort, those his supporters, instructing people to go destroy everything that his ex-wife is doing. So if other people get angry at what you're doing, you did it the first time, you did it the second time, there are people that will get angry and say, oh, you feel like you're the only one that knows how to report people, and they might go and do the same to you. That's because you have been doing it, not Korra instructing her fans to do it, but some people are just tired of the nonsense you're doing, and they decide to take laws into their hands and go and report your own stuff also. But you are directly having private meetings with your gangs and telling them to go out there and do these things. Remember the voice note with that Canadian blogger, that he was telling the Canadian blogger how to get his ex-wife's attention, because he knows that she won't listen. She's not someone that you can just call her out of the blue and start telling her stuff and she will listen to you. He said, if she will not listen to you, these were his words. That's what I'm saying. For people that are not following, catch up on the playlist. We have the playlist. Catch up on the playlist, follow up, and understand why this whole thing is going. He told that woman, if you call her and you don't tell her this, she is going to cut the call on you. So you won't even be able to tell any. So tell her that you've got this dirt on her. That's the only way you will get her attention. But here he's out here telling us, oh, no, but we both suffer. We're both going to suffer. That is not absolutely the case. That's not what is happening here. Because if that's what is happening, then we would have seen him having more issues than he's actually having. But you can see that she's the one facing everything, and he has actually admitted to even reporting her stops. So tell me, what is he even saying here?
To lose, she's going to lose. The kids are going to lose. I'm only doing this. I know that there's no winning in this. I'm only standing up for myself from my mental health standpoint. This has been therapeutic for me. It's been therapeutic when people come after you and try to destroy your life, and all these people are repeating lies on your page.
Oh, Ron M, talking about the Korra's attack. Didn't you even hear what he said on the previous live stream that we listened to when we did our last live stream? He referenced the attack. Now, he said he cannot wait for the British government or the London Metropolitan Police to release that it was a fake attack. That he cannot wait for that report to be released. So he also still has that in mind.
Eventually, you just say enough is enough. I'm going to start telling the truth. So I don't want to. I'm on here this morning, basically being like, nobody's going to win in this. Nobody's going to win in this. You know, for me, this is for my mental health. They keep lying out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, I say it. There's no winning in this. It's quite disturbing. You know why? He knows that there's no winning, but he cannot even consider his kids. He's talking about for my own mental health, which we know fully well that if this man did not continue to bash his ex-wife, tarnish her image, defame her, she wouldn't have even come out to explain anything. She wrote a book and that was it. She didn't speak before that. She wrote a book, she didn't speak, she didn't grant an interview addressing what happened in their marriage, or sat down and said, my fans, let me tell you from A to Z. Whenever anybody raises any topic, Korra will tell you, go buy the book. All the information you need to get is already there. So I don't understand why you will sit here telling us that you know fully well that nobody is going to win in this, but you cannot even consider those children that will grow up in the future and see this level of nonsense. Vanessa said, so if there is no winning in in it, why are you doing what you're doing? You are destroying the kids' them life. Exactly. That's what a reasonable person would think, and that's why I really love to come sit here so we all listen together, because sometimes you just want to listen to this and you hear some people talk and you ask yourself, am I the only one that heard from A to Z what this man was saying? Am I the only one that understood and or someone that could read between the lines. Because when you see how some people are running with this whole thing, you're like, did you not hear him speak? There was no water in his mouth when he was talking. He was clearly telling you how he feels and what he wants to do. And yet, people are out here so focused on what is not relevant.
Keep telling the truth, and eventually their credibility and reputation will be so destroyed that nobody will want to work with them, or they can just shut up. You know, but they're not going to shut up.
I say it. I hope not. Really, this is scary.
That's not why I'm doing this. This is not. Money has never been a driving factor for me in life. I have an abundance mentality, not a scarcity mentality. Meaning I can always make more money. She's gonna win.
All this clearing of throat when you don't need to clear your throat is a sign of someone that knows his line also. And he's just so trying to see how he can put the words to keep convincing those people that believe him, so they can go out and carry out these things that he doesn't want to do by himself. So in case of anything, he won't be the one serving life imprisonment. Do you understand? He knows he in that aspect he's clever. He just comes in and say things that will get people fired up to go do the things that he has in mind to do. But the problem there is when you go carry it out, when you're caught, arrested, you will be the one that will be taken to court, and if you're found guilty, you will serve jail time while he will be outside enjoying his life.
And I might end up in jail. What am I going to go to jail for? Guys, what do you guys believe some really crazy things, you know? So it's interesting. But I will say, since I've been sharing my story, I have had many men reach out to me and basically said they ended their relationship because it was because they were seeing patterns like exactly like I was talking about. They were being treated in that kind of way. And
I don't believe
him. Relationships. Luckily, I'm not trying to be a homewrecker. Luckily, none of them had children. But there's been a few marriages that have ended, and there's been a few engagements that have ended. Primarily with Nigerian women, actually. So,
did y'all hear that? Primarily with Nigerian women. So now this is the new tactic. After he finished dragging Nigerians in the previous live stream, now he's telling us a lot of people reached out to him. Relationship have ended. He's not trying to be a home wrecker. We didn't ask him. He said it by himself. Relationship ended. I don't want to be a home wrecker, but primarily with Nigerian women. Why is he not showing us evidence of people sending him these messages and evidences that prove that people's relationship actually ended? Because if anybody will listen to this person and end their relationship, the joke is on you. Seriously.
Not that I'm trying to break up homes, but if I raise awareness and teach men and women what the end result of a toxic relationship can be.
Yeah, raising no awareness.
I have fulfilled my life's purpose, which is to help people. This is not the way, and help and educate people.
No, to ruin people, not to help people.
It's the way. It is the cards that were dealt, and maybe this is. I mean, God gives the hardest burdens to the strongest warriors. So maybe this is my burden to bear.
This man.
So, nobody's gonna win. I mean, all you guys on here thinking that you're coming to my page and
Vanessa, everything has to be with this man. Oh my goodness. Is there anything else that is relevant to him? Nothing else is relevant or important to this man. He sees himself as the Alpha and the Omega. He sees himself as the beginning and the end, the finisher. Indaboski Bahose. This is another Indaboski Bahose. Really? I can't believe the way this man sees himself. He sees himself as everything. He sees himself as the Lord and Savior of the planet. He's out here to save men and women. But with his own mouth, he knows that he's causing more harm than good. Seriously. Let's just listen to this a little bit and we will pause this because this is a longer video and we will go back to the video because I think he clipped part of, I think it's from this same live stream, but he has clipped some part and posted. So we'll go and watch those parts where he addressed the passport and then we will return back to this one. Let's check the comment now and then we
doing some kind of negative thing to me or she's saying things. You guys got to think about this from a long-term perspective. What major branding organization is going to want to work with either of us? This fight, especially on her end, has destroyed her long-term capacity to make money outside of views and don't.
First of all, there is no fight. If you look at this whole story from the beginning, he keeps saying this fight, she's trying to ruin my reputation, my name, send me to jail, make people hate me and all of that. There is no fight. So that is a bold-faced lie that this man is telling, that she has ruined her chances of making money and doing this and doing that. He knows that he is actually the one that is doing all of these things that he's telling the general public that his ex-wife is doing. And I don't know why he thinks that we don't have eyes or our ears are also not working and our brains are not working also. I don't know if he thinks he's talking to zombies that cannot think for themselves because he has few set of zombies in his camp. He thinks everybody in the planet is a zombie and everybody will believe this nonsense. Boy.
Because nobody's going to want to work with somebody that's actively trashing the father of their children. Nobody's going to want to work with somebody that's actively trashing the mother of their children. Nobody wins in this. This is bad branding. This is bad everything. And it's sad. It's sad that it's come to this. But it is what it is. When somebody's trying to destroy your life, you have to fight back. You have to fight back. And it took me a long time to get to a place where I even could fight back because truly this was beating down my mental and emotional health. When, like I said, I had 2 out of 3 businesses fail. They failed because her fans actively came to destroy them. It wasn't like they failed for any other reason. It was because the fans came to destroy them. I've had to limit contact
That's
with
not
all
true.
my friends to protect them from being harassed. My family, like anyone that comes on social media with me, they know they're going to be harassed, and that's terrorism. It truly is. It's truly terrorism. Nobody's trying to destroy my life. That's absolutely.
So do y'all also notice that he will always refer to his ex-wife Korra as terrorism and all those type of things, but this man will never talk about those people that support him. For example, his ex-bestie, that the one in the UK that actively called on people, which the video is still there on her live stream, called on the general public to go and file write a petition against Korra, sent to the UK and sent to Mexico. They've always done things like that. They will actively call people to go and report her page. They demonetize her page. Those are videos, live streams you will find on Facebook where they are talking about it on a live stream, just as I'm talking with you people here right now. But this man never ever addressed those situations and ever referred to those as terrorism. But when something happens to him, he's quick to blame it on her without presenting a single proof.
Not true. I've had my ex-wife told her fans to put negative reviews on my business, including some reviews saying I sexually molest my patients. These are very damning things for a doctor to have on his reviews. I mean, she even tried to destroy my lawyer's business, my family law lawyer. And guess what she had to do? My lawyer had to get a restraining order on her. She uses street intimidation tactics, and she points her finger and and these terrorists go and destroy. It's not just my business. There was a Jamaican woman. There was at the end of this, there was an American chef. It's everyone that works with her. She sends her fans to go destroy them. This is a terrorist. So I'm no longer afraid. I'm gonna keep fighting.
This is the same person that is telling us that the ex-wife is tarnishing his image, but he keeps calling her a terrorist. Y'all remember in the beginning when this whole thing started, this is the same person that kept calling her a prostitute, a whore, and all this name, a coin, everything. All the bad words that that a man can actually call a woman. This man called her and said he would never ever stop calling her that. And she also confirmed that he even said it once in front of their child when he picked up the eldest and looked at the child in the face and said, "Your mom is a, I think, C word also, or the P word, one of those." So out here he keeps, and from then till now he's added even more names to what he used to call her. She's a terrorist, she's a scammer, she's this, she's that. But then he's telling you that she is out there to destroy his name, tarnish his image. The business that he's referring to, the medical practice that he's saying she's trying to ruin because this is bad for a doctor. You can have this type of allegations. There are people out there. We spoke about it on one of our live streams. There's a lady out there posting her own evidences, their chat. He's not talking about it. He's not talking about that lady that posted both of them, their chat, and what happened. Where the lady said she won a civil case against him. He's not talking about all of that, but he will gather everything and drop it on his ex-wife's head because he knows that he's on a mission.
Back with the truth. And they're either going to give up and start making content that doesn't involve me, or their reputation and credibility is going to be destroyed so much that nobody's going to believe anything they say. So, and how does that help my children? It doesn't. It doesn't. Two parents should not be fighting. I came out and said,
shouldn't he be advising himself? God, man, somebody help this man. Is this not an advice that is supposed to be for him? Two parents shouldn't be fighting. Who started the fight? Him. By bringing it to the general public. When you bring your private business and put it online, what are you expecting to get? Do you think everybody will just be against that one person because you have said that person is a terrible and mean person? Do you think just because of your words, everybody will believe you? Even if people believed you in the beginning, you continue talking and posting, thinking you're posting evidences and saying things. The more you talk, the more you are exposing yourself. And it made a lot of people to start understanding that, look, something is wrong with what the story this man is telling us. And people started digging. You pushed her to write the book, but now you want to make it look like, oh, because she wrote that book, or she destroyed your whole life. But your voice note is out there. You admitted by yourself that you've done a lot of things that you cannot keep up anymore. How is that the fault of your ex? And you know fully well that two parents fighting is not going to help, but you're still fighting. You have to tell us your aim. If you know fully well that what you're doing is bad, are you not supposed to stop doing that thing? But you continue doing it because, one, you're cashing out. Two, you've not achieved that goal that you said 2 years ago.
So you're continuing. Because I had an emotional breakdown. Men tend to do that when they don't know if the child that they're delivering is theirs. By the words of their mother's mouth. Men don't typically stick around in those situations. But since then, I've been quiet. That was in March of 2022. So from April of 2022 up until last week, I was quiet. I didn't tell my side of the story.
What?
But in that time, I had been accused of everything under the sun, from abuse to child abuse to sexual exploitation to everything you could think of. And
this that he just said is a fat lie. That from 2022 to March last year, he's been quiet. And we can go and pull up videos and live streams and whatnot that this man made. This man thinks that the internet forgets, actually. I think that's what he thinks. Man, who really, let me just go and pull up the other content, because this is a long one. So okay, we are 13 minutes into this one. So I want to pull up the other one where he addressed the. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Oyoyo's world. Thank you. So I want to pull up the other one because I think that one is shorter. There you go. Nobody wins when parents are fighting. Okay, so I think this is the one.
Until she leaves my name
Hold
out of
on.
her mouth.
Okay, so this one is 6 minutes 15 seconds.
Hey guys, this will be a quick one. I have promised I'm going to lean in full force on trying to make this drama stop, and she just won't stop. So I'm going to continue to expose her lies until she.
Oh, good. Did you all hear that? Do I have to take it back again? He's been meaning to make this drama stop, but she just won't stop. Says the person that went all the way to Portugal and could not focus on his Portugal trip, but instead he was busy, shading his ex. Says the one that brought his whole wahala online. I don't get it. Somebody please help me. My head is on fire. I can't. I can't. Like, seriously, how do you do all these things? And you know fully well that you're not doing these things in the comfort of your home where you're feeling confident that nobody is seeing you, nobody is hearing you. It's just probably you and whoever is there, and it's going to be your word against that person's words. Or if you are alone, then it's just you and the furnitures and the walls in your home. This is on social media. People can find these things. People can just type in Justin 2021, Justin 2022, 2023. His videos will pop up and you will listen to him. And now 2024, look at the story he's telling us. First of all, he did his whole story when he came out and said they were no longer together. At first, people didn't believe. He started talking. He said a lot. He said a whole lot. What is going on? So many bikes. Past 12 midnight. This is just unbelievable. Oyo say I've been laughing out loud. I just don't get it. Oyoyo's word, like, at this point, I don't even know what to think anymore. People listen to him. People heard him, and look at what he's telling us. Like, maybe he thinks maybe this man forgets a lot, and he thinks everybody is sane. Man, Ron M said there's a video of him speaking to a lady about mm-hmm. Okay. Alexis and tricking women into sending him inappropriate pics. And he thinks Ron M, these are the things we're saying. These are the things we're saying. How do you even do that? You say all these things. We have audios, we have proof, screenshots of charts, you confirming stuffs, and then you come out here and look what he's telling us. Man, he's feeling remorseful. Remorseful, okay? If I hear say Justin is remorseful, this man is not. He knows what he's doing, but until he achieves, he knows what he's doing is bad. But I don't think he's feeling remorseful. He's just pained that it's taking this long for him to achieve that goal of all those things he said he wanted to achieve. Making sure she no longer exists, or making sure that he ships her back to Africa and keep the children in the US and be the only parent. It is taking forever for those things to happen. So right now he's frustrated, he's confused, he can no longer keep up with his own lies, and he just says any nonsense that his brain tells him.
Let's keep going. Out of her mouth and moves on with her life. I can hear Athena playing.
I can hear.
So I gotta leave here in 5 minutes, head to a patient.
Yeah, he just wants you, because he knows now that everybody knows that the kids are with him, and if he's there, the other live stream we're listening to was actually over an hour, and I think he actually clipped this 6 minutes part off of that one and posted it because I believe he wanted people to hear what he had to say about the passport. So I think he just wanted to mention his daughter's name so people will know that look, my daughter is playing, she's okay. I'm not like the mom. Come on, man, you cannot manipulate us.
Dana singing. Um, and but this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of manipulation and lies that encourages her fans to come over and harass me, and we're just going to point it out. So she's moved over to YouTube because Facebook is too much heat for her. But this is what she had to say today on her YouTube.
Because and then he changed his words because Facebook is too much heat for her. He wanted to say something else, but then he quickly swallowed it and said something else. Ah, man, this guy is terrible. Seriously. Pa, 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 pa. He's jealous, envious, vindictive, malicious, and a whole lot of what I cannot say. Joanne, you're absolutely right. His action tells it all. And some people are like, why are you all saying that? We're not saying anything. He is showing himself. Nobody's saying anything. The guy is showing himself.
You are actively exchanging sometimes occasionally. You are actively exchanging PayPal information and collecting money in exchange for the Okay. So she's accusing me of selling pictures of my daughters in previous videos. Both her and her Nancy have accused me of selling nude videos of my daughters. If that's true, take me to court. Provide evidence. Don't just say things like that on the internet. Like,
look who is here screaming, if that's true, take me to court. You, all the things you've said, she's a terrorist, she's this, she's that. Why have you not taken her to court? Why have you not? You said she violated this. She took 55,000 of $55,000 of GoFundMe money, and she went to flex in Hawaii. That's a crime. That's a federal crime. That's a capital crime. That is a this. And you're telling us on the internet what it is. What are we? The lawyers, the judges? No. Go and report to the people that are responsible for tackling such the financial crime and whatnot. Go report to them so they can actually take her to court and jail her. So he's here bragging. What they're saying, did they lie? Did they lie? There are evidence. He's saying if you have evidence, they did not lie. They did not lie because yes, you brought in that woman and claimed that for what you know, you've spoken to the FBI every day. This man is speaking to FBI like FBI is his next door neighbor, and he just walks into the house unannounced and go to speak to FBI like he's in charge of FBI in the United States. You know, he's the president of the United States, so he speaks to FBI anytime he deems fit and says whatever he wants to say. What the heck? Boy, be coming down. Be coming down. Let me see. What's the last comment we read? Okay. I want to also keep our comments going as we're listening.
It's a very serious crime. It's a federal crime. It's federal prison time. So if you're going to make such solid accusations, come forward with proof. Don't be sitting in Hawaii and being miserable on a step, making accusations like this. These are disgusting. Like, come on.
So don't be miserable in Hawaii, but he was miserable in Portugal. Look who is giving somebody else advice. The person that went to what is it called? Went to Portugal and kept shading the ex, kept talking about the ex, kept saying everything. In fact, why am I even saying Portugal? From the airport in the United States, he started, and he didn't stop until the day he left Portugal and came back to the United States. He still didn't stop. So I don't understand what this man is doing or saying, really.
Like these are the kind of accusations that make you lose your children. Can you imagine that? We'll continue on. All I want is freedom from you. From you. You make me sick. Barf. I just want freedom. Okay, so she wants freedom from me. So that if she wanted freedom from me, she wouldn't spend the last 2 years on a smear campaign, constantly calling my name to drum up views and attention, including writing a book where she claimed I beat her up, locked her in a house for 2 weeks, and failed to mention that those 2 weeks she had to stay in her home were during COVID lockdowns. So if she really wants freedom from me, keep my fucking name out of your mouth and stop talking about me on the internet.
But is this not advice that he's supposed to take for himself? Keep her freaking name out of your mouth and don't speak about her. Don't speak on her. Don't concern. You are the one that inserted yourself in something that didn't concern you. She planned to go see her lovers in the UK, lovers and supporters. They knew she was coming. They were excited. As a content creator, you get to a certain level, you start having people that just love you. They want to see you. Meet and greet is normal for content creator. Korra organized that meet and greet before she even landed in the UK. Your gang, you've already had your WhatsApp meeting to start calling immigration to waste the time of immigration. I don't even know why the immigration didn't find those people, trace those numbers, trace those calls, and arrest those people for false information. Waste the immigration time as if that was not enough. She entered the country. You people had your second meeting and planned to destabilize everything that she went there to do. You shouldn't have even put your mouth when that news came out that Korra was attacked in the UK. Bloggers, everybody carried it. You should have just pretended you didn't see it. Keep on minding your own business. So if you're not able to mind your business, when she bought a home, not when she bought a home, when she rented that apartment, when she moved out immediately after she had the little one, the second child, when she moved out, you started. She has a lot of money. Why is she renting that small home? That was not your business. You inserted yourself in her business. She didn't speak about where you moved to, or where you were staying, or what you were doing, or what you were not doing. You inserted yourself in that. Okay, now later on she decided to buy a home. She bought a home for herself and her daughters. You and your gang, you people arrived. The next thing we were hearing is, that's not a mansion. You came out with a measuring tape, went on Google, telling us how many square meters, how many hectares of land you need to have in order for the house to be considered a mansion. That if they have to talk about anybody that stays in a mansion, you are actually the one staying in a mansion, not her. That this one, that one, your gang member started laughing. What is she doing with a 4-bedroom flat instead of a 3-bedroom home? One for her, one for each of the daughters. What is the third room for? You keep inserting yourself in everything that concerns this woman, and then you turn around to say this type of crap.
To generate money and sympathy and stars and just move on with your life. You don't talk about me, I want to talk about you. But all of this shit is getting too far, and I'm pissed off, and I'm going to start standing.
Look at how manipulative this person is. This person that is trying to debunk, actually, this video, he titled it how manipulative his ex is. But look how manipulative he is. If she doesn't talk about him, he won't talk about her. But when you look at the whole thing from beginning, from A to Z, he's the one talking about her. Oh my goodness.
Up and start telling the truth. So let's continue on, shall we?
That's all I want. I want a life free from rid of you. Do what you're supposed to do.
And then leave, stop talking about me.
I have the right to take them to Nigeria for 2 weeks in a year. Sign the passport.
Okay, let's talk about the passport. No, I didn't sign the passport. Why? Because we were currently under CPS jurisdiction, and neither one of us could take the kids out of LA County, let alone to another country. So she couldn't have gone to Nigeria if she wanted to. But she won't tell you the truth because I must be the villain.
Oyoyo's word is because he is getting the heat now. You remember when this thing started initially 2 years ago, she was getting more heat. Korra was getting more heat. A lot of people didn't want to speak. Even people that could see through this whole thing at the beginning didn't want to speak on it. But it got to a level where a lot of people were just choked up. A lot of people became a content creator because of this thing. Because you cannot be lying to us. You've said something else before. Now you're saying something absolutely different. When things happen about you, you don't come out to address it. Happens with you, you don't come out to address it. So because now he's getting the heat, now he's trying to change his story to, oh, no parent wins. In 2 years, 2 years back, why did he say no parents wins? Because she was getting all the dragging. She's still being dragged now, but he is also receiving. As Korra is collecting woto woto, he too is collecting woto woto. You want to bring your private matter to the public eye? Oh yeah, now. Just he said, who the FBI is not getting paid. I don't understand. Who talked about FBI being paid? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't get your explanation. What you're trying to say. I don't understand.
Okay, next.
Yeah, stop trying to demonetize my page. Sure, sure. Psychopathic, narcissistic life. I'm the main victim. Not me alone. I'm not no longer your little victim.
No longer my little victim. Leave me alone. I have actually been pursuing co-parenting in peace for a long time.
Let's pause here for a bit. This sentence that Korra just made, I'm no longer your then she said little victim. If you listen very well, that is very deep. Oh, I wish YouTube just allow us when we're dissecting videos like this, allow us to say everything. Let's say it. We're dissecting the video. We have to use words, but YouTube will not allow us. But I just want you people to just take a moment and think about that word she said. Think about it. And also think about the fact that he had to repeat it exactly the way she said it. If you know, you know. Let's keep going.
For 2 freaking years. And she's claiming to be a victim when she's been online harassing me for 2 years. She doesn't want to move on. The title of the video is
the fact that he can even lie to these fans of his, because as this is playing, you can see that the comments are going. Some people are telling him, I support you. Some people are here laughing. Some people are sending him hearts. The fact that this man even feels so comfortable to lie to these few people that believes and support him, it's actually beyond me. You're not even thinking that, oh, these people, they believe me, so let me just at this point stop the manipulation. But no, he comes out and talks about how she should leave him alone, when you can clearly see that the person that needs to leave the other person alone is actually him, because he's been the one that has been taunting his ex right from the beginning.
We move. She's not moving anywhere. She's staying in the past on her own deception of herself, trying to convince herself that she's some sort of victim. All she needs to do is shut her fucking mouth and move on and stop harassing the father of her children. But she won't do that because she can't.
Yeah, he keeps referring to himself as the father of her children. But she is not the mother of his children. Because if you're referring to yourself as the father of her children, don't you also think that what you're doing to the mother of your own children is not right? And that your own kids will grow up tomorrow and see how you speak about their mother, and to think that those children are also women. How will those kids see you, that they have a dad that have zero respect for women? It's a shame.
Maintain the viewership and the attention without doing so. So if she wants to be free of me, stop saying my mouth. Stop saying my.
You're so right, Joanne. True. If it's false, sue. That's what people do. You just can't come out writing or making a movie or telling any story about someone that is not true. When they see it, they will sue you, and those stuffs will be pulled down from wherever they are selling it, all the sites and everything. And you're going to receive a hefty fine. So him challenging her to sue, but all this allegation he's also leveling against her, he has not sued for them. So it means he's lying.
And spreading lies about me. In the same video, she talks about an ex-convict in my home taking nude photos. I have seen zero evidence of any nude photos. I've talked to the FBI, and they said there's no nude photos, but they had to call me because a report was made, and she's not an ex-convict. When I said the things are photoshopped, the Photoshop a picture in her in a
Look at how he addressed that situation. Just look at how this man addressed that situation. People that saw those videos and saw those photos that that woman took, people were even posting her mugshot. This woman wearing orange. Do you understand? This man is coming here telling us how he contacted the FBI. If this is how easy it is to contact the FBI, now wow, ha, this man just lies anyhow. He contacted the FBI and they told him the woman does not have any criminal this thing. In the other story, he said she was a nanny. If she's your nanny, don't you do a background check on the person you want to have as a nanny, or at least no one or two? Before he told us she was a nanny in his previous 1 week or 1 week ago, I think, live stream when he addressed it a little bit. Now he's telling us he called the FBI and FBI said she doesn't have any criminal record or anything. Don't you have a system there in the US where people check people and know people that have this thing, criminal record or not? So I don't understand what this man is saying. He just wants to play down on everything. Even though, if you remember one of Korra's live stream that she was pissed off, that she was describing what happened. She really went in and gave some details of what the video looked like that the woman took in his home. But look how this man is describing the situation.
orange jumpsuit, that shit was photoshopped or AI or whatever.
Did you hear that? That the orange jumpsuit that the lady was wearing is actually photoshopped. And this is the same person that claims that other people don't know how to read. They can't write. They don't know anything. They're not smart. It is well. I don't know if this man really thinks he's the only one that is in the US, or he's the only American that knows about their case, or he's the only American-based person that is involved in this thing. So no other person can do their own digging and find out these information that he's clearly lying about. Because in his mind, he's speaking to probably only people in Nigeria and in Africa and other places. You're outside the United States, so there's no way you can get those informations. This man is something else.
Criminal record to my knowledge. So, and if she was so concerned about this, why did she put a restraining order on the person and then not show up to the court date? If anything she's saying is true, she would take appropriate action. But she hasn't. She puts a restraining.
Did I not tell you people that this was the reason why he came out immediately that news started trending, that it seemed like Korra missed her court date? He came out and started giving videos back to back because he was scared. This man was so scared. He was afraid of what's going to come out in court. That's why I was really pissed off when Korra missed her court date and people were saying court slack. I said to you people, if Korra truly missed her court date, wait and see what this man and his gang they're going to do. They're going to do worse, and he has already started. Immediately she missed her court date, this man found a new niche. He became a reactor. Someone that reacts on other people's videos. And now he focused mainly on his ex-wife and a little bit of the ex-wife's sister. and he's going to do more because he wants to use that to his own advantage. That's why I said you don't when you have people, when you have a battle with someone like this, you don't leave him any chance. You don't take chances. You don't leave any loophole. Huh.
Order on for social media. Look at me. I'm such a good mother. I'm protecting my kids. And then fails to show up to the court date. So, like, this is just emotional manipulation. This is just spreading lies and trying to garner sympathy and support because poor me, I'm a mother. And it's just not true. If she wanted me to stop talking about her, she shouldn't have harassed me for 2 years and tried to destroy my livelihood, which is how I support our children when they're with me. So this is hypocritical. If you want to be free of me, leave me alone. Tell your sister to shut her lying mouth. Your days of building your brands off of destroying me is done. I will continue to point out all your manipulation tactics for the world to see until you shut your mouth. Anyways, see you later.
Okay, so that, from what he was wearing, you can tell that this one that he said looks like we have more lies and manipulation tactics to expose. I think he clipped this out of his 1 hour plus live stream, the one we were listening to. And then so after he posted that one, he now posted this hashtag fact from that that Pierce guy, that British guy that is always dragging Harry and Meghan up and down. He posted this. Let's listen to this from the
I
beginning.
read recently, I think it was some TikTok thing I saw, but it was an old business guy, and he was saying that the real.
Oh, I can't play this because it has like a this thing, but this is just something that has to do with, let me see, with a father being a good father and whatnot. Like, this man is just trying all he can to make himself look like a good parent. And then 20 hours ago, he posted the biggest threat to a narcissist is someone that tells the truth. They've been calling him a narcissist for so long, and now he wants to turn around and call other people that. This is just something else. Ronetta, what is Crystal's last name? I don't know what her last name is, but people, they have like 2 names they call her. I don't know if one is like her legal name and then one is like her, her, I don't know, maybe street name. Since she's giving us gangster vibe. Oh my God. But I think that information will be somewhere on Facebook because there are people screenshotting that woman's videos, what she's saying. She's so ridiculous. I can't stand her. Christ. Let me see something. He said, post the post the picture. Post the picture. Let me see what he's saying in this post the picture.
I'm not doing this because I have any desire to fight. I'm not doing this because I'm crazy. I'm not doing this because I am mentally ill. I'm doing this because I feel a strong duty and obligation to society to point out this type of behavior that is rampant on social media and how it destroys lives. And hopefully some young man is watching this and he starts to see these red flags and he leaves before somebody can destroy their life. And that goes for women too. My family problems have played out over social media, and I feel a strong ethical and moral obligation to society to teach people how to avoid these kind of people. And it's getting crazy because when women go out and and accuse a man of domestic violence, it ruins his life, whether it's true or not. And part of the reason that I feel such a strong moral obligation to do this is I'm in a position where I have a platform, I have a voice, and I have an ex that has been caught in so many lies. And
isn't this surprising that he will always say how his ex has been caught in so many lies, but he never talks about how he lies back to back. He has not just been caught in so many lies, but everything he has said from day one of their divorce or separation has been a lie. And he's not even willing to come out and admit it and say, I'm sorry, I misled you people, and finally speak the truth. There is simply no truth in this man's mouth, and he feels that every single thing he's doing is right. And when you're someone that behaves that way, something is absolutely wrong.
Is morally, ethically corrupt. And many people can see it, and that's why I have such a huge follower base. She spent the last 2 years trying to destroy my character, trying to destroy my life, which partially worked. My 2 out of my 3 businesses were destroyed. And then this is a woman that is actively trying to destroy the father of her children while he remains silent for 2 years and just let it happen out of feeling like he needed to take the high road. It was the right thing to do.
Ron, you're very correct.
But now I feel like remaining silent is
some of the things those people
allowing
do.
This kind of behavior
it's unbelievable.
Be exonerated, to be praised. Coming online and trying to destroy the mother or father of your children is
absolutely
is just wrong. Even if that person's guilty, it's just wrong. It's not hurting anybody but the kids. But I'm in a position now where I will never respect myself. I will never regain.
I just feel like some of them are actually trained. I feel like these things are taught from when they are little. Because listening to him, you can actually tell those that really sound like him. Justin is not alone in this. That they just feel like, oh, because they are dealing with a person of color or something, they will like, I can do whatever and I will get away with it. That's why he continues to do what he's doing. Because in his mind, I'm going to ship her back to Africa. I'm going to bundle her out of the United States. He thinks he is the number one person in the state that makes all the decisions and everybody follows.
Self-respect, my own control over my life. If I don't start to stand up for victims of domestic violence everywhere, true victims of domestic violence, and I am a victim of domestic violence. Not all of domestic violence is by somebody getting hit. Financial destruction, reputation destruction, these are all aspects of domestic violence. Defending yourself and telling the truth, that's not. But lie.
Wait. If all of these things are what you're saying, it's the truth, why have you not gone to report to the rightful people that are supposed to tackle issues like this? This is one thing I don't understand. Go and report to people that are supposed to tackle issues like this and let them do the right thing. Don't come here and start talking about it.
Lying for sympathy. Nobody. I would like to repeat again, nobody wins in this situation. Absolutely nobody wins. I'm not going to win. She's not going to win.
Now, mind you, let me point out something now. The first video where you all heard him saying nobody wins, that's a totally different live stream. He was wearing like a black or a navy blue, like a deep colored t-shirt. This time he's wearing a light blue. And when you check out the time, you know that it's different times he did these videos. This is the second time He's pointing out that nobody wins in this. The water he's receiving is really getting to him. He's beginning to realize that people can see through his lies.
Nobody wins. But I have a strong moral and ethical calling to help people understand the end result of a narcissistic or toxic relationship and how it ends. Because once you escape that narcissistic or toxic person, especially if they have a social media platform, it will not end. So that all of you that post your relationships online, prior to doing so, get an NDA. Prior to doing so, think about it clearly. Make sure you know exactly who the human is, because they could destroy you on the way out. And if this is a much bigger risk for men than it is for women, because men are always considered guilty until proven innocent, and women are always considered innocent until proven guilty. So unfortunately, I have to prove something.
I wonder where he got this. Oh, goodness. For this world that we all live in, really, this man is just talking as if he's talking to people that were born yesterday.
One to be guilty, and so everyone can learn from it. My intentions are not to hurt my ex, putting my face lotion on. My intentions are to educate people so that people don't get into the problem that I'm currently in. And I will repeat, and I will be steadfast. The only reason I've even survived this entire this entire process is because she's such a liar and a scammer and morally and ethically corrupt. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. And another reason why I have survived this endeavor is because my skill set is unmatched. I'm very good at what I do, at least in this area. So I can do things that nobody else can do. So therefore, I will always have employment. I have 6 patients today.
I can do things that nobody can do. So in other words, he's the only chiropractor in the whole of United States, or the whole of the state he's based in. Oh, goodness me. If you can do things that no one else can do, you will be a hot cake. You will not have 5 minutes. Trust me, to find 5 minutes to sit down and create your content, you will not have that time. You will be so busy from, having family time with your kids, and then to work and everything else that comes in between. You will not have 5 minutes to sit down, let alone the other live stream is 1 hour. This one we're watching now is 30 minutes, 30 seconds. You will not have that time. So forget it.
So let's point this out. So I've been, those of you guys that don't know, for the last 2 years, my ex-wife has been online claiming domestic violence and pretty much accusing me of anything that you could think of, like literally anything. It's like every day she wakes up in the morning and be like, what story can I?
Welcome, Pepper Seed. Welcome, Elizabeth.
Make up today. The problem with lying is that your story doesn't stay in sync. And especially with live videos, there's no do-overs on this. So if you say something that contradicts something you said before, you can.
Elizabeth, your comment got me. You said he's teaching people to avoid someone like himself. Absolutely. And the fact that he cannot even tell that that's what he's doing is the most funniest part of this whole thing. Janet, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, good. Oh, good. Janet said, what's this girl talking about? You know nothing. Janet, I wonder who you're referring to as a girl. I wonder. Let us know who you're referring to as a girl, and which girl is talking about what, and the girl knows nothing.
Caught in a lie very easily. Do I realize my girls are going to see this? Absolutely. I want them to see it when they're old enough, somewhere around 18 years old. So
Oh, okay. How many minutes? Yo-Yo's World, how many minutes? Because I will be rounding up soon. It's already 1 a.m. my time, so I will be rounding up soon. So let me know how many minutes for you to come on live so we can all come over there to join you because the conversation continues. There's so much to dissect.
They don't get stuck into a toxic relationship. And also,
Oh, Pepper Seed said, thank you, Jamaican year. You're welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah, man. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining.
they do get stuck in a toxic relationship. They're not afraid to come forward phone call and not lie. Lying, that's one of the biggest things that I'm teaching June right now is you won't get in trouble if you just don't lie. All right, so anyways, so I'm going to play a audio recording. It's actually a video, but I'm not going to show her face, of something that my ex said, and I'm having a call to action to both of them. If there's evidence of me doing domestic violence, please post it on the internet because you're claiming that there are pictures of scars and bruises and all this stuff, but yet it's never been presented in court. And if they had such evidence, you guarantee they'd be posting it online for star sympathy and emotional support. So let's listen. Let's listen to what
See you doing all this.
All right, so in 3 minutes, Oyoyo's World is going live. We'll listen to this a little bit. It's 1 a.m. my time, and I have early start tomorrow, so we won't be able to finish. But I promise I will come in tomorrow, and we will continue. So we'll listen few minutes and we will round up. I apologize that I'm not able to. If it was the weekend already, probably I'll be able to stay. Okay, the last time we were able to stay till 3 a.m. dissecting, but we will go over to Oyoyo's World because in 3 minutes she will be live. So that's the name you see on the screen. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to her channel, turn on your notification. Oyoyo's World is a lawyer, so she's coming from a different angle and she'll be giving us, he likes to talk about FBI and what the law and this and that. So we also have a lawyer that dissects this their saga, and she will give us more of that aspect. Okay, so please subscribe to Oyoyo's channel and get ready because we are going over there in few minutes. Thank you very much.
When I have serious things that I can pin on you, and you drug use.
Okay, so serious things that she can pin on me. First off, that's blackmail. Second off, she already did it. She already tried to get my license taken away by my board. I was proven innocent. The falsified evidence that she sent to my board was proven to be false.
I feel like it's very strange, I feel like it's very strange that he tells us all of this and he's not showing us anything. If it has been proven already, why not present the evidence? Present the evidence. Let's see the evidence. You said she's already done this before. Show us the evidence that proves that she has already done this before. Because he's saying this is a case that has been to court already and he won. Let him show us this is what happened and this is how she lost. Because at least she was able to post those documents online that show that the court order states that she's supposed to, she's allowed to post her kids. So he's making all these accusations and telling us all of this bogus story, but he's not providing evidence to back them up.
And so she's like, oh, we're going to pin things on you. She already tried. This is behind the scenes. My drug use. This is something that she tried to claim in court, and as a result, I had to take 6 months of randomized drug testing, and I never failed a drug test once. I do not do drugs. So it's just another lie, So making these accusations on social media is a problem. because it's directed towards the father of your children, which hurts the father of your children, which in turn hurts your kids. Everything I've said.
Okay, so I see Oyoyo's world's notification now. So Oyoyo's world is live. So we will be rounding up in, let me see. We will be rounding up in the next 5 minutes, and we're going over to Oyoyo's world.
Social media is 100% of the truth. At least the truth as I knew it at the time, at the very minimum. And I'm going to just keep walking in the truth. And yes, men should not be silenced. I don't think anyone should talk about this stuff on social media. But when you're forced to, like I am.
You're welcome, Abu. Thank you for joining us. Abu, he wants them to post the evidence online so he knows what to expect. So he knows what to tell his lawyer so they can prepare their case and know what to say when they get to court.
Then don't have the courage to stand up for your livelihood, reputation, and your mental health. Because I can tell you, every single time I talk, my mental health gets better and better and better. What was destroying my mental health was having my livelihood, my life, my character, my reputation, my relationship with my daughters destroyed.
Welcome, Jennifer Francis. Thank you very much for joining.
And felt helpless that I couldn't stand up for myself, that I couldn't defend myself, that I couldn't do anything but just get beat up. And so this is me reclaiming my life. This is me reclaiming my own self-respect, my own dignity. So I don't do drugs. I passed every single drug test.
Absolutely, Joanne. So many things he's saying is actually describing himself to the T, but he just don't get it. This man can't. He can't. I don't know. I'm not sure how he thinks, but he keeps describing himself in all these live streams that he does, and he still doesn't understand it.
If I did, would I have custody of my kids? No. Anyways, next.
Just because I decided I would no longer be a recipient to your abuse.
She says no, because she decided she no longer wanted to be a recipient of my abuse. But as I've discussed in previous videos, she was baking me cakes and begging me to come back. I left her. So I left her, and she's begging me to come back, and yet she's saying she's a recipient of abuse.
Have we not addressed this before? And I will address this for the benefit of, because I see my what is it called? People watching me, and where people are watching me from keeps changing. So for the benefit of those people that are not Africans, I will explain this, what he just said. I left her. She was begging me, baking me cake and making all of these things. Can I tell you something? I can guarantee you that the pressure first was coming from family, because that's a normal thing in Africa. Marriage is held up there. You just, before you get married, your father, if your father is still alive, your mother is still alive, if they are not, their family, your family member, they will sit you down, and this interrogation that they give to you, look, even this detective cannot interrogate you that way. You will be asked severally, are you sure this is what you want to do? Are you sure this is the person you want to get married to? Are you sure you want us to accept this drink? Because when you're coming to marry someone in Africa, you just don't walk in there with your empty hands. You come in with a certain type of drinks to inform the father of the person in the family. And then you have to go back, and then you will not come back again. So there's a long process. So while all of these things are before your parents or your family members or the people representing you would take that drink from the hands of that stranger, you will be asked severally. You will sit with your parents. Some of them will even do it in the night when that's when they will now pick just you, your siblings, every other person is now sleeping. You people will be awake till early hours of the morning where your father is asking you questions and also they do all of this, and you go through all those rigorous processes to land in, I'm now becoming the wife of this person. May God help you that in the next few years you're planning that you want to go somewhere. You're not going anywhere. If there is problem, your family will come by themselves to come and talk with that person. So this man stressing this begging part, it is not a strange thing. It is not a strange thing, because y'all remember, even Nancy came out at the beginning. Nancy also admitted that they were begging. So immediately he opened, I knew that this is a family. That's how it is done. So if he's saying she was begging, that's what the family, you go beg. You must, you have to. Because that's how they see it, that you just cannot get married and leave the marriage. It's like an embarrassment to the family, mostly if you now have certain parents that they're holding certain position in church and whatnot, they don't want you to embarrass them or the community. So the way this man is stressing this thing, he's not the first man. If you're married to an African person and you have certain issues, the families will get involved. They will most definitely come and talk with you and plead with you to understand, like try to understand what is going on and see if they can settle it. That's where the begging comes in. But he's trying to make this thing sound like it's so he was so special that he's the only person in the planet that has ever married an African person, and then something happened and the family came in and they were talking about the whole thing with him.
People that are abused don't beg for people that left them to come back. They don't bake cakes. They don't call them destiny helpers. They don't do that.
That destiny helper thing, it's because she was naive then. She didn't even understand what she was saying. She was naive then. That's why she was saying things like that. But I believe even now, when she looks at it, she will know that that was very ridiculous. So don't even hold on to that. Don't even hold on to that. This man, you're not making any sense. Say that to people that cannot think for themselves.
Continue on.
You're trying to take my children and rip them from their mother.
Trying to take the children and rip them from their mother? No, I've never tried to do that. I filed emergency custody once, which is temporary for only 21 days, because my daughter's vagina was on the internet for 3 days. And
this man cannot just say, just put it in a more nice way. The way this man uses these words, just throw them around like he's saying good morning. I don't understand.
Hadn't done so, it could have been used against me that I'm not adequately protecting my children. So again, I had no choice. So if her behavior online wasn't so inappropriate, I would never have to file said motions. Even now, I am trying to co-parent in peace, but I have come to the conclusion it's impossible. The courts are just going to have to decide who's the best parent, because that's probably what's going to have to happen.
Can you imagine?
But, which obviously, that's pretty obvious. Both on paper and every other way. So, she's been casting the story that I'm trying to take the kids away from her mother.
She keeps saying she wants the father of the children to be in the life of the children. He's saying the court will decide who will be the best parent, who is the best parent. So in other words, the kids will be handed over to the best parent, right? There's just so much going on. I just wish we can stay as 120, and I said 5 minutes, so that's my 5 minutes. I will see y'all tomorrow morning, okay? So if you don't catch us live, if I don't do it in the morning, I'll do it. Even if I do it this same time, then I know a lot of you will catch up. But if you don't, please check the playlist. If you subscribe, turn on your notification bell, then you will know when we are live. But we'll finish this because this is 30-something minutes long, and we still have the other 1 hour to listen to every single thing that he's saying. We'll do all of that. But right now, Oyoyo's World is live. So let's go over to Oyoyo's World channel and listen to Oyoyo's World. Let me catch some sleep because I have an early start tomorrow. So I will go catch a little bit of a nap. Let me put up her name. Again, so this Oyoyo's World, she's live. I got the notification. So let's go over to Oyoyo's World. She is discussing this. Let me Wait, give me a second. Let me go over to Oyoyos was saying, Doctor ditches his job for content creation. Let's go over to Oyoyo's world, please. Okay, this is Oyoyo's world.
You have no
Live.
other reason not to go live at any point in time.
Okay, so please, 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 please. Let's go over to Oyoyo's World channel right now. Okay, let's do a raiding. There's something they call raiding. Let's do a raiding. Let's go raid Oyoyo's World channel right now. Okay, please, 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 please. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me see all the comments we have here so I don't miss anyone's comment before we leave. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's see. One thing I know is this man is not going to stop. And so much, I believe by the time I'm waking up, the time zone, Europe and America, maybe he would have dropped something else because we're already sleeping over here. There's still time. So he has enough time to drop something else. So if there's something else, we will add that to what we're going to what we were listening to today, and we will round it up on the next live stream. So he seems to focus more on the the aspect of his daughters. I don't know why he keeps saying that a lot. He has said it so many times. We've heard him. We understand what he's trying to say with that. But he will keep putting it in every new live stream that he's doing. And the man, I can't wait for those children to grow up fast. You know, I can't. I can't wait. Oh, he's been doing a lot, Joanne. He's been doing a lot, a lot. Ooh, if it's the insult, we've been receiving it back to back, back to back, back to back. He's been giving it, but it's just people that are not thinking fast that cannot understand what he's saying. But he has been giving it back to back, non-stop. Okay, so thank you all so very much. Thank you, Joanne. God bless you. Thank you. I say it. God bless you. Let's go over to Oyoyo's world, please. Let's go support Oyoyo's world and let's analyze over there. Thank you, Elizabeth. Let's see. Thank you, Jennifer Francis. Thank you, Undorofem Abu. Thank you, Oyoyo's world. Who else was here? Thank you, Pepper Seed. Janet was here. Thank you, Ron M. God bless you. Thank you. I'm trying to scroll through the comment section. Vanessa Cox, thank you so very much. God bless you too. Who else was here with us today? Let's see. Let me see. Just going through the chat. I don't want to miss anyone that dropped a comment before we leave. I like saying thank you to everyone. Okay, so thank you to my silent watchers also. Please, I'm so sorry. I wish I could stay longer. I just had so much to do, so I wasn't able to come earlier. If I was up here around 10 p.m., at least we'll have 10 to 12, and then till 1, we would have had 3 hours or so. I believe we would have been able to finish. This is long 1 hour live streams and 30 minutes and more and stuffs like that. Well, let's go over to Oyoyo's world and do justice over there. Okay. And when you get there, subscribe, turn your notification, share if you can, and let's keep this conversation going because at some point people need to start calling him out. Thank you also very much. God bless you. I will see you all tomorrow. I promise when I get back in the morning. Okay, so let's see if I can squeeze something in there. I will. If I can't, then I will drop a video. Then in the night we'll do the same. Even if it's an hour, we will come in and listen a little bit, and we'll do it that way until we're able to really sit down and dissect, because the man keeps talking, so there's so much. Okay, he's talking more than he used to, and we knew that that was coming after Korra missed the court date. So that's what's going on right now. All right, thank you all so very much. See you all later. Let's go over to Yoyo's world. Thank you so very much. Thank you all. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate you all coming in here. your dropping in, having making the live stream fun, dropping your opinion about this whole situation. Thank you also very much. God bless you. And my silent listeners that you just stay in the background and listen, God bless you all. If you've ever stopped by my channel, may God bless you, guide and protect you. May the evil eyes never see you. Whatever you do, may it prosper. God bless you all. Thank you all so very much. Be happy, be good. Thank you all so very much. I'll see you all tomorrow, my time, okay? Because it's already, I'm saying tomorrow, it's not really tomorrow because it's already the next day, okay? So bye everyone. See y'all.